Creative events provide spaces for the public to witness the artistic and cultural production being formed in the Bahamas. Events gather artists, artisans, curators, photographers, showrunners, videographers, and other organizational talent to execute a vision. Usually, the vision ties directly back into a questioning, asserting, or negotiating of our cultural identity. More than anything, creative events serve as a site for a presentation, and the engagement with the event is what shapes cultural identity. Creative events are most impactful when they are well executed and consistent in their offerings. Long-term cultural and economic development happens by repetition. While culture can be defined by just being the manifestation of arts and artistic expression by a group of people, culture also speaks to a way of life, a set standard of being by a society. Long-term cultural and economic development happens by events like this, moving from being a one-off iteration to being a part of our way of life and integrated in how we experience this art form. Young creatives need to witness possibility. The more they can see a vision manifest, the more they can believe that their own visions can manifest as well. I believe that all creatives and artists exist with certain limitations, no matter where they are located. But limitations can either move you into a realm of probability and possibility, or it can constrict the imagination. In the Bahamas, it is important to have platforms and events that always move us to a realm of possibility. It is important for young Bahamians to pursue their creative talents and to also have hobbies. There is a sense of fulfillment that comes from investing in your creativity that materializes into avenues that others can engage with. It is a feeling like none other, but it requires courage and discipline to sustain. There is no doubt that Bahamians are creative people, and I thoroughly wish that those who want to pursue their creative talents would do so. However, I do not want us to diminish the intimacy of having a hobby and creating for yourself. There is a deep sense of self-understanding that comes from creating for oneself, so I don't want us to overlook that. But if you do have the drive and urge to pursue your creative endeavors, it is imperative that you do so. Both sides, when a society supports or ignores its young creatives, produces beautiful things. When young creatives are supported, it is easier for them to assimilate into existing structures and for legacy to continue in a streamlined way. There are easier pathways for mentorship, and a sense of community is retained when young artists are supported. I'm not sure if we truly ever ignore young creatives, but I've seen time again when young creatives feel ignored, they create their own platforms and their own structures. Most of the art history we learn about is about artists who were creating a new way of seeing, and it didn't fit within the existing structures, so they built their own. There is a beauty in the support and a beauty in having a self-validation that opens another realm of possibility for yourselves and for others. National development can't exist without creativity. We have to dream, imagine, craft, and rethink the futures ahead of us. A national development steeped in law and other business frameworks usually does not consider the culture and heart of the people. However, creativity roots us back into the empathy and consideration needed to truly develop a nation of people. The creative landscape in the Bahamas would look more holistic if events like this continue. We need so many more fringe and experimental events. We need more energy and more angst. I'm sure that some may disagree. But we need young people to take the helm and run with it. In 10 years, there will be another event that is created that thinks of this one as outdated, and that's okay. These points of contention continue to push us forward and keeps the friction needed for growth. We have a responsibility as institutions, galleries, and established creatives to look, to nurture, to mentor, and to be honest. The next generation needs our honesty, and sometimes the honesty looks like saying, "Not right now," or moving out of the way so that they can make their mark. I think there must continuously be honor from both sides for the responsibility of the relationships to work. However, we do have a responsibility to pass on information and access to those who can steward it well. The country's future is your present. It is your responsibility to make the work you want to see, make the waves you want to make, and to not ask for permission to exist in the fullness of your creative being. Your role is to create. So create, experiment, and make the future you want to see.